If I had to start Etsy from scratch, this is the exact strategy I would follow. For this, we're not going to use any outside software. We're not going to do any paid features. We're not going to, put a load of money into paid. We're not going to get 5 minutes in and I'm going to go onto some random tool that costs $500 a month. There's none of that. It's all organic. There's no money that you need to spend on your side. Just a little bit of research and follow these methods. So let's jump right into it. So I want this store to be a pretty safe store. I don't want to have to deal with any potential copyright issues, takedowns, customer complaints, stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look in the jewelry niche. And I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, jewelry? Come on, Jamie. Everyone does that. Yes, a lot of people sell jewelry. Do you want to know why? Because a lot more people buy it, right? If you can sell the right jewelry on Etsy, the possibilities are endless. The important thing to do when selling jewelry, right, is stand out. Bring something new to the table, unique, that is relevant to what is happening now. It's a new trend, it's a new season, it's something like that, right? So let me show you. So I'm having a look here, and these ear climber earrings seem to be very popular, and they're on a pretty large store. Okay, so look, Etsy pick ear climber. So what I'm going to do here is, this is a large store. That's a very cool ring. I'm just going to pull that off, and I'm going to have a look at these ear climbers too, right? And now Etsy pick, Etsy's pick, Etsy's pick, Etsy's pick, right? So we know these products have a lot of volume behind them. Okay, let's have a look. 8,000 favorites. Okay, and now there's the product, right? There it is. So now we found a potential product to sell. However, I would not want to be competing against this store. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use Google that Etsy search that term ear climber, and we're going to come across a lot of big sellers. So what we want to do is we want to refine our search some more, right? And I'll just add earrings on the end. Let's delete that. Okay, so now we are still getting these ones, but look here. We have a smaller store here. That smaller store is making appearance, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Is stores that are not in the thousands of reviews. Okay, ideally at this point I'm looking for ones with just a couple hundred. Look at this, 34 reviews. I think I've opened that one already. Again here, skylight earrings, and this store here with 34 reviews is doing a very good job at competing with these big dogs. However, the photos they're using is they're terrible, right? So let me dive into these stores a little bit more. So I've picked out this one, Joanna, 4,700 sales. They've been on Etsy only start of this year. 146 listings, right? Star seller, lovely, lovely. And this is what I found, that ear climber earring. So look down, 63 favorites. It's a bestseller, so it's had a lot of volume recently, right? And look here. Here it is on AliExpress for $1.16. Okay, all the different sizes, different colors. Different sizes, different colors. There's the exact one, right? So that's probably the supplier they're using. And delivery from a small business in the UK. Boom, boom, boom. Cost to deliver free. So it's going to come in just under a week. So the chances are with a store like this is they've probably ordered the items in-house. So they are fulfilling from in-house, right? So obviously the benefit of ordering in items from China for you to fulfill yourself is then you can add layers of personalization. You can do gift box, custom wrapping, easily put notes in the orders, etc., etc. However, that's the route you want to go down when you've actually found winning products, right? There's no point you going on to AliExpress finding 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 potential products you think are going to do well and then ordering 10 of each, right? Because now you've put up this huge initial investment into products and you're not sure what's even going to do well, right? Is this item that you've now got 100 in stock of just getting one view a day and no one's even clicking through, right? So that's what you want to be doing down the line. You know, jewelry is fantastic for that because, you know, the MOQs are pretty low if you want to get a good deal with a supplier. And having that on a jewelry store, having quick shipping really does increase conversion rates, because in the jewelry niche, not a lot of people want to be waiting for jewelry that they can potentially find in a local shop or from another seller. So if I wanted to get into selling this jewelry, right, I would be looking at these ear climbers at the minute because these look very cool. And what I've done is I just went on AliExpress through this one here, right? And I just went down into these related items. And now look what I found, a nice little feather ear climber, you know, a similar one that looks a bit thinner, you know, this little pressed one, similar again, a little pearl studded one, and there's multiple different designs in here, different colors, you know, quite quirky ones like this, you know, and again in here, you know, different colors, and then this one is a bit more, you know, outlandish, shall we say. So just by doing this, there's huge ways of finding potential products that you can sell on your store, right? Like you come here, 5,000 sold on AliExpress of this cool looking product, and you're like, okay, let me give it a whirl, right? There's decent photos for this, you know. So now what I'm doing is, okay, in my mind, I'm now thinking ear climbing, right? And now the next thing I'm going to be looking into is I'm going to be looking into the seasons. So say, for example, I've listed those 10-15 standard ear climber earrings, right? They're my core products. They sell all year round. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now I want to be finding pieces of jewelry for this store that are going to do well in seasons. So, you know, what I can do for that is searching up related terms around that product to certain seasons, like Halloween's coming up first, right? So, okay, you can get these little spooky ones, these moon ones, you know, spooky skeletons. Looks like a lot of people are selling those, you know, more unique ones, right? So you just go down and you try and find it, and then just do a general search, right? See what people are trying to sell around the Halloween key term, you know, like now you get some ideas. Spider ear climber, look at this, right? Some pretty cool ones. Okay, so, and you know, cobwebs. Now what we could do is cobweb earrings. Boom, 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 right? And now we're getting some jewelry that's related to seasons that will fly off the shelves around that term. And then the next thing you want to be doing is like snow earrings for Christmas, right? Santa. Boom, boom, boom. And if you can have a store that's built up of, you know, 30 core products that just keep selling year round, year round, year round, it doesn't matter what season it's in, it doesn't matter if it's Halloween, if it's Thanksgiving, if it's summer, right? They just sell, sell, sell. And then you have 20 products that are just rotating. Okay, this is for Christmas, this is for this is for Christmas, this is for Halloween, this is for Valentine's Day, this is summertime jewelry, right? And now you're knowing, okay, this store is just gonna keep climbing year round. You know, oh, sales are low at the minute, but Q4 is in a couple of months. So it's like you've always got something happening. That is exactly what I would be looking for on this store, right? So once we've found our niche and products we want to sell, we want to go back and we want to find new jewelry stores selling like the ear climbers that we're trying to sell, that, you know, are not some of these big shots with huge amounts of reviews, right? We want to just, like this one, okay, 357 sales, you know, nice little Canva thing, Etsy 2023. Let's have a little look to see when they started. So around in July. So it looks like they've done about 357 sales in you know, a couple months, selling these ear climbers with 11 listings, right? So you are now going to be keeping an eye on them. You're going to be working out how they've done it, and you're going to be checking in every day to see what are their sales like. And now what you want to be doing is you want to be finding more stores like, you know, glittery aesthetics, right? So new UI change there and above, if any of you noticed that. You know, so you're coming in, and then we're also going to be looking at, I know some of these are big ones, but we want to try and find more stores similar size, right? Because then we can keep an eye on them all, and we can keep them in a little database. Okay, you know, like there's Jewelry Boulevard again, right? And now you can see, okay, here's another good example. Now you can start to see what are the scales like. Okay, early stores, you do it right, you can do a few hundred sales in your first month, and then you can potentially going on to hundreds of thousands of sales in this niche. So you know, okay, this niche is going to last the length of time. I can constantly be adapting. I'm safe, I'm secure. I can order products in when they start picking up. I can ship in-house. I can have someone do all the shipping for me. So this is how I would be starting a brand new store, right? It's just searching around. Going into this video, all I thought was jewelry, and now I found this ear climber, and I'm probably going to look into it off camera and see about getting more products up around it myself. So yeah, guys, it's really that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't confuse yourself. You know, using Etsy as your research tool is the best, because you actually see how products react on the platform, how much traction they're getting, how people engage with them, how quick stores can grow, right? And if you want to learn more about Etsy, be sure to join our Discord community. We're nearly at 6,000 people in it now. Discord.gg/Etsy. And all the rest of my links are going to be in the description. Catch you in a bit, guys.